What's up, guys? This is Ethan here with Leo of scrubsUNITE. We're out here at Corbin Toys and Games, and he's got a deck profile for us. So what'd you play for us?
I played True Draco.
Yeah, and this man's over here has gotten first 2 weeks in a row.
3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Wow. Let's see this cancer.
All right, yeah, it is. It's cancer. Of course, you know you got your best one of in the deck, Dynamite. So glad he's back. Filtering down from there are other Dracos is just the 2 Maiden. I'm actually electing to go 2 Dreath during this format.
I haven't seen that. What's the thought on that one?
All right, the thought on this one is he protects from targeting, which is really relevant. And now that Stormforth is back at 3, it's just really nice having more Draco monsters to be able to pop off during your opponent's turn. So this just ups my account from what was 6 to now 8, and that gives me a little bit better percentile of being able to resolve the Stormforth. And just the sheer and simple fact that it protects from targeting and destruction by card effects, that actually does come up.
That's awesome.
And then, of course, the 3 Ignis.
Yeah, because why not?
Yeah, you gotta have it. I cut Inspector Border down to 2 in this list because I wanted to play the extra Dreaths. Honestly, I'm not missing the 3rd one. He's still in the side, but he can be really good when he's good, but I also find myself siding him out because he can be pretty bad, too. But you still got to play it. That's all the monsters. That's 10 monsters. And then moving on to spells, of course, the 3 diagram. A couple of win more buttons here, though.
Oh boy, what do we got?
Yeah, we got Necro and Domain.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Domain's just, it's basically just a win more, but Necro is pretty relevant because it shuts off the graveyard, and there's a lot of decks that just it really becomes viable in. And then 2 Terror to search it, so that's all your field spells. Then you got your Draco guys, the 3 Heritage, 3 Disciples, and then 4 Consistency, and we've got 3 Duality.
Nice.
Cut Demise to 2, though. My reasoning on this is I'm running 10. Normally, I think math-wise, people say that you want to have just like 9 monsters with 3 Demise, and this seems to be a pretty perfect ratio. I really hate having to ditch like my Dracos on the end phase with the Demise. So 2, I see it enough, and it doesn't really conflict with the extra monsters that I'm playing. And then here is the true winner of the day. Decided
Stormforth.
Yeah, I cannot believe Konami let this come back to 3. You still don't want to play 3 in your main. You'll see it too much. I found today, as a matter of fact, that it was definitely too much at 3, so I went ahead and cut it to 2, and you got your 3rd on the side, and that's appropriate. That's it for the spells. That's 20 spells. 10 monsters, so we're at 30 thus far. Moving into traps, we got the 1 return. God help you if that ever comes back at more than 1. But I love it. You don't just start off your plays Dynamite, get the return, and go off from there. The 3 Apocalypse, I mean, that comes in so clutch against, like, you know, those big-bodied decks like Blue Eyes and Thunder and just really anything that, you know, because honestly 28's not very strong, and you know, just the ability to get this online and half all of the attack, and then just all the other added benefits of Draco spells and traps in general, it's great. Floodgates, though, this is where it's at. This is where it starts and where it ends. It's 3 skill drains, and, you know, what is it, Rivalry? It's just terrible in this format. Goes in kind of hurts me more than it would help me. Just having the 5 main board skill drains, the 3 Erupt and the 2 Inspector Border, that's more than enough stun. But because this deck is so just, it really struggles going second. Got to main board the 2 evenly, and also the Stormforce really helped with that as well. So I found myself actually electing to go second several times today, which is something you wouldn't typically see in a Draco build. But it's a little less stun and a little bit more, well, unique, I guess. That's a good word.
Mad lads. Oh, how about this?
Yeah, and here's some spice. So This actually, my thoughts on this was Thunder Dragon. We can't destroy them, but we can sure enough blow them away.
That's right.
And it really comes up. Just the protection is great. It's the best storming, or I mean, it's the best Mirror Force because it doesn't destroy, it doesn't send them to grave. You can always, just about always, resolve it unless they pop it with Phoenix. But that's the thing; they're never going to see it coming until game 2 and 3, and then they're going to start popping your back row. But then they screw up and they hit the wrong one, and you just get more advantage. So. And then that could really be anything else, but because of Stormforth, I do think that it's appropriate to play it at 1 just to get that Draco to your hand, because Stormforth doesn't do anything for you if you don't have a monster to tribute. So I'd never really use it for the draw factor. I did once maybe, but that's mainly just to help keep my Stormforths alive. Now obviously, since I'm playing Domain and Erupt, there's no extra deck, so we'll just move right on to the side. Got the third border, 3 Gamecill. Every one of your monsters can beat over this, except Inspector Border, but you're taking him out for this anyway, so that's good. It helps. It's basically, now I have a total of 6 Kaijus, and that really helps with the Thunder matchup and just other problematic nonsense. Into match procedures, gotta have that 3 Firecracker.
I jokingly played Firecracker in the side.
Yeah, no, I intentionally play Firecracker in my side because it really does win games 2 and 3.
Shoutouts, Triff.
Yeah, no, Triff. I challenge you, Triff. I challenge you.
Oh,
sir.
you heard it here first.
That's right.
You heard it first.
That's right.
Draco God versus Pen God.
All right, let's get it on. Okay, third, Stormforth. And if you noticed, maybe you weren't paying that close of attention, but I love the tri-rarities. This is a super. I've got an ultra and then like a gold ultra, and you'll see that a lot with my varying rarities there. But that's neither here nor there. This is also another battle trap and really relevant in games 2 and 3 when time's a factor. Won some games with that, not gonna lie. And then the third Stormforth. Just more protection. Who plays battle traps, right? Who sees it coming? No one sees it coming. Stormforth, the next pot of greed. And,
you heard it here, folks.
That's right. Ceasefire, more time shenanigans. It's I mean, it's even better if you can resolve it than Firecracker, because Firecracker's going to burn for 1,000, and that's clutch, but this can burn for like anywhere from 2 to 3 on average if you time it right, and it's chainable. You can't underestimate the OG Ceasefire. And then anti-spell. It's just
why do you play that? That's really bad. You should take that out.
Right, says the Pendulum player. But Striker, it's not going to stop him, but it'll slow him down, and that'll help me get up tempo. It really hurts Pendulum. It's the next best floodgate in my deck besides the Erupt.
Understandable game 2.
Right.
Or game 3, actually. But yeah.
Well, that's it for the main and side. It's a 42 card main, and obviously 15 card side.
So how do you feel about True Draco moving into this new format?
I think True Draco is definitely something you can't sleep on. Having a Stormforth back to 3 is just nasty. I mean, going first or going second, it is just a really questionable call on Konami's part, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'd say you are. What changes would you make if you were to take this at, say, a regional level, YCS, something like that?
I wouldn't mind picking up a third evenly, but there are times, though, the 2 might be enough. I mean, I find myself popping enough diagrams sometimes anyway, if I don't open it. That would be probably the only thing, just 3 so I could open it and use it, because really at 2 it's kind of awkward.
Do you think you'd still main the Mirror Forces?
Absolutely, but just the 2. You want to have your other battle traps for when you're going to get to go first, but when you're just going blind, the 2 seems to be the appropriate number.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for the profile. Any shout-outs? Anything you want to say?
Definitely shout out to Jesus, because, he's awesome. We love that guy, that God, And shout outs to my boy Ethan for letting me upload on his profile today. Shout outs to everybody here at Corbin Toys and Games. We got some fine duelists. If you're ever in the Corbin area, come and join us. We'd love to have you. And shout outs to Triff. I would love to duel you if we ever get an opportunity.
Yeah, we'll add him with this one. All right, thanks. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the man. We out. Peace.